The next step would be finish adding your team. So this would be setting up your employees properly and making sure they have all the information they need. So if you click finish up, you can see how this employee is incomplete. That is because I don't have all the information entered, such as employment details. So something in employment details that you have to add is the pay schedule. The pay schedule is whether they're going to get paid weekly, every other week, once a month, twice a month. However you set it up with your employee, here is where you would select that pay frequency. So I'm going to get paid every week. Here's my next payday. And I'm going to get paid every Friday. If you would like to get paid on a different day other than Fridays, you can select which payday you would like here. Click Save. So the only other thing mine is missing is the payment method, but we're going to leave that blank for now and click Done. The next step would be to connect a bank account. Connecting this bank account, this is the bank account that will be used to pay your employees, and it will be used to pay the taxes. So you're going to want to select your business bank account for this bank account. In order to do this, it will walk you through some prompts on how to set up this direct deposit. So you're going to verify the information about your business. And then it's going to ask who the principal officer is. This is the main person associated with that business bank account. Again, this will usually be the owner of the account. And you would enter in the information about this person. And then click Save and Continue. The last step would be to connect the bank account. Like I talked about, you're going to want this bank account to be the business bank account. This will be the bank account that the paychecks come out of and the payroll taxes come out of. You're going to do this by clicking Add and going through the same steps. You're going to add this bank account. If you already have bank accounts attached to this QuickBooks, it would give you the option to select one of those. If not, you can click Add. Find what bank account you use. And then it'll take you to a login screen where you can log into your bank account and select your bank account from there. The next step to set up payroll is to set up your taxes. The first step to do that is to enter your tax information. Your tax information will be the company legal name and the legal address. The next thing it will ask you is for your EIN. If you do not have an EIN, you will need to get an EIN in order to run payroll. You would enter in your EIN number here. Next question it asks you is, what payroll form do you file with the IRS? The most common one is going to be this 941. This is the one that you want to select. The next question it's asked is, how often do you want to pay your taxes? QuickBooks recommends that you do it semi-weekly, and that is what we recommend as well. So we're going to leave it selected as semi-weekly and hit Next. The next prompt it gives me is to enter in the state tax information. So since we're in Texas, it is asking for the Texas unemployment information, but this would be different for every state depending on where you're at. So this is where you would enter in the insurance number. And if you don't have a number yet, QuickBooks has a link where you could go and get that account number and get set up with that account. If you don't want to use that link for Texas, you can also go to the Texas Workforce Commission's website and click Get Registered, and it'll walk you through on how to register your business in order to pay Texas unemployment. Once you are done, you would click Done. The next step would be to connect your bank account that you want to use to pay your taxes. This may already be done when you connect the bank account in the first step. The last step would be to set up your tax preferences. QuickBooks Payroll has a really cool feature where you can automate your taxes, and we highly recommend doing that because it's so easy to forget you have a payment due or forget you have a payroll tax return due, and then you miss it, and then you can accrue penalties and interest. So we highly recommend that you turn the automation on. The last step would be to take care of your team. This is where you can explore 401k plans or employee health plans. This is something you don't have to do, but you can do. If you do not do these things, it won't affect whether or not you can or cannot run payroll. This is how you set up payroll. If you have any other questions, please let us know, and we will see you next time.